Days pass, weeks pass, even years pass, and that one single day you look back and realize just because you're scared of something, just because you're scared of failing, just because you're scared of embarrassing yourself in front of everyone. I know this feeling. The truth is, momentum beats talent. Momentum beats perfection. When you start something new in your past, like driving a car, or starting a new job, or starting a new subject, or starting a new course, you gain the momentum. When you gain momentum, you learn faster. When you learn faster, you get better. When you get better, you get the confidence. Will you fail? Maybe. Will you make mistakes? Definitely. Will you feel lost at some time? Absolutely. But failure is the part of it. Setbacks don't define you. How you respond to them does. You may feel nothing is moving, but suddenly everything changes in that one single day. Imagine this. You're sitting there thinking about starting a new business, or starting a YouTube channel, or starting your fitness journey, or starting that book you always wanted to write. You want to start them, but instead you are feeling stuck. You're stuck in the same place. You're frozen, thinking about what others think, thinking about what could fail, or thinking about all the ways that could actually go wrong. Days pass, weeks pass, even years pass, and that one single day you look back and realize you haven't started what you actually want to start. And just because you're scared of something, just because you're scared of failing, just because you're scared of embarrassing yourself in front of everyone. I know this feeling because I've been there overthinking every single action I was doing. Even before starting this YouTube channel, I was overthinking a lot. I was thinking, what would people think? What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? I was waiting for the perfect moment to start this YouTube channel. I was waiting, I was planning, I was trying to do a few things. But what if you just started? I know the feeling because I have been there. I was overthinking a lot. I was overthinking every single action I was doing. Before starting this YouTube channel, I really wanted to do something, but I was always overthinking. I was always looking for the perfect single plan, which I never found. I was like, I have to do something. I want to start some kind of business, but I don't know what it is. So I was always looking for the perfect idea, perfect plan, perfect thing that can give me enough money or anything like that. But that never has happened. Even now, I don't know the perfect plan, the perfect thing that we have to do to earn money or anything like that. But I started doing things. I started taking the action and things moved. Things started. When things are in momentum, they always move and they always push you more towards your goals. The truth is, momentum beats talent. Momentum beats perfection. I have seen the people have the talent with more courage move so much faster than the people who overanalyze things and wait for the perfect single moment, even though they have so much talent inside them. You might be feeling stuck right now. You may have an idea, you may have a goal, but you really wanted to achieve, but something is stopping you. Something inside you is telling, what if I fail? What if I embarrass in front of everyone? What if I'm not good enough for it? These are the main things that comes to your mind whenever you really want to try something. That happens to most of the people in this world. Because like whenever you're pushing yourself, you are not in your comfort zone. You're trying to come out of your comfort zone. So your brain will give you these all thoughts. Your brain will make sure not leaving your comfort zone because your brain wants you to be safe. When you get out of your comfort zone, you will really learn so many things, but your brain don't know it. Your brain just makes you stay in that comfort zone. Try to make you stay in that comfort zone so you don't need to work more hard. Because if you work more hard, your brain thinks that's a threat to you, so it will try to stop you. But that's not true. You have to go through that. You have to take that first single step and go against your brain. Say, I want to do it, I will do it because this is what I want to do. It's not that you don't want it. You want the momentum, but you just don't know how to start it. But every time you think about the momentum, these all questions come into your mind and you don't start. You wait for the perfect moment and you wait for the perfect idea. The harsh reality is the perfect moment never comes. It never happens. So many people started something new, and for all of them, it was not a perfect moment. They don't have the clear idea of what they are doing. They don't have clear path in their journey. They just started. They just want to start. They want to improve themselves, they want to do something of their own, and they just started and they learned a lot in their journey. They failed so many times and then learn through those experiences. Here's the harsh reality: if you don't start, nothing happens. No pain, no growth, no change. Stagnation becomes reality, and the worst part is life needs momentum. If you don't have momentum, you will be in the same place, and opportunities go by. You don't know that opportunity even exists. You don't even know that that opportunity even came by. Someone else will take that opportunity. Someone else will be doing the things you really wanted to do. Someone else will be reaching the goals you really wanted to achieve. There comes a moment in your life where something clicks, a breaking point happens. Like you realize it's very hard to stay in the same place for so long. Maybe it's an inspiration, but at some point you realize the pain of staying at the same place, and you really want to move. You really want that momentum to move. You really want to start something. This happens to everyone. For some people it may happen in the younger age. For some people it happens like far from the younger age. But it happens, and the intensity of it may be different from people to people, but it happens to everyone, and everyone wants to do something. But sometimes it might be very, very late. You might be like crossing your young age where you can do most of the stuff more energetic, and you can actually take so many responsibilities. So don't do it too late. Just start something as soon as you can. And just imagine you started something, you take that first single step. I want you to think about when you start something new in your past, like driving a car, or starting a new job, or starting a new subject, or starting a new course. Like you have to start thinking, how did you feel in that time? Were you like perfect when you start? No, you wouldn't be perfect when you start. There might be so many ups and downs. You might be feeling like you are a failure because you are very new to the thing, something like that. But you know you overcome it. You know you made it through. You know, like the more practice you do, the more you will learn. The more practice you do, the more you will gain the confidence. So the perfection was never there when you started. You have to think the same way when you start something new now. You have to think like you won't be the perfect. You may not know the perfect way to do it. You may not know how to do it, but you should believe in yourself, and you should think that you will find a way how to do it. Because you did it before with so many things, like learning how to drive a car, doing your job, or some new courses or something like that. Whenever you start something, you may feel like you were stuck, but you somehow go through it. You somehow learn that, and you have to think when you're starting something new now in the same way. You may not have the perfect start, but you will learn so many things along the way. How much ever I say it, how much ever you think, when it comes to big life changes, we expect perfections from the start. Why? We convince ourselves that we need all the answers before we begin. But the truth is, clarity comes from the action, not the thought. When you start, you gain the momentum. When you gain momentum, you learn faster. When you learn faster, you get better. When you get better, you get the confidence. Think about it. Have you ever seen a train at dead stop? It takes so much time to start. It takes so much energy to start. When you see a train moving, when it starts, it takes a lot of effort. It feels like it won't even move. But once it starts moving, it moves like no one can actually stop it. It goes so much faster. That's just because it gains its momentum. Once it gains its momentum, it's really very hard to start. It's the same thing applies for you guys as well. When you start something, it may feel really hard. It may feel like it's very, very hard and you're not able to push. But once you gain the momentum, you will go with the momentum. You don't need extra energy from any external resources. You just go with the flow. Let me ask you one thing. What's that one thing you have been waiting for so long? What's that one thing that you're waiting for the perfect moment to start? What if I told you that's the only thing stopping you from achieving what you really wanted in your life? Here's the crazy thing. You can't think your way into success. You have to start acting on it. I get it. The unknown is really, really scary. Starting something new is really uncertain for so many people. Like even me, like so many other people who started, it feels really, really uncertain. It's not that easy. Will you fail? Maybe. Will you make mistakes? Definitely. Will you feel lost at some time? Absolutely. But guess what? That is how you grow. The best way to learn is by doing the things, by taking the actions. Experience teaches what books don't teach you. Like you might be, every action you take might give you feedback to improve. You might be doing a lot of research. You might be doing a lot of things before starting something, but if you actually wait so long, that whole research it'll be a waste. You're not taking enough action in enough time, so without even any action. You might be planning like 8 months or 10 months to start something, or you can like start something and learn through the experiences. That is why the most successful people are not the smartest ones. They are the ones who learn, adjust, adapt according to the situation, who take so much action, who don't be scared to take new things, who don't be scared to do new actions. Let me tell you a story. There is person A and person B. If person A do a lot of research for the entire year, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the perfect plan, and he was doing a lot of research for the entire year, and then he started doing something at the end of the year. Let's assume the person B, who don't know how to start, who don't have perfect plan, but they started doing as soon as they get that idea, and they worked on that idea for that entire year. After the completion of that 1 year, who do you think learned more? Who do you think have more experiences in that field? Who do you think have more confidence in that field? It's always the person who started instantly and worked for that whole year, the person B. Because the more action you do, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you build the confidence. The more confidence you build, the more things you learn through the experiences. What if your first failure is your biggest setback and the biggest learning lesson in your journey? What if you learn a lot of things in your first failure? So it's always better to start. It's always better to go ahead with your idea. Something amazing happens when you start doing the things. The person who is scared of doing this, who is thinking a lot of things, who was overthinking, will really fade away slowly, because you keep on doing the action, you keep on doing what you have to do to achieve your goal. So you keep on increasing the confidence, you're proving yourself you can do it. So the more action you do, the more times you're proving yourself that you can do, and that's why your confidence builds. So it's always never the confidence first, it's always the action first, then the confidence comes because of the action. Everyone thinks failure is the opposite of success, but failure is the part of it. Setbacks don't define you, how you respond to them does. The more setbacks you get, the more things you learn, the more ways you learn that you don't have to do it, you don't have to try. The more you push through challenges, the more unstoppable you become. Like in my example, when I started, I was so scared to talk in front of camera, but I did this. I'm doing this from like almost 8 months now, so I'm not scared of talking in front of camera anymore. It's very like hard to believe that I'm outside in the park talking in front of the camera like this, because it was not me before 8 months. I was doubting myself a lot when I started, but I took the action. So because I took the action over and over and over again, I started believing myself, and I started feeling like, yes, I can do it. That's how I'm able to do this. If I didn't do this YouTube channel for last 8 months, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to grab a camera in my hand and talk in a park like this. I wouldn't be able to do, because I was doing this from last 8 months. I got so much confidence. I told myself, I proved myself I can do it, and that gave me this confidence to talk in front of camera like this now. So if I didn't do this for the last 8 months, I don't know, man. I don't think I can do it, but if I'm doing it, you can do it too. Because if you know me as a person, I'm an ambivert. So I don't talk much at all in front of more people. I don't talk much. So talking in front of camera is like next level for me. So after started doing this, I see myself going and talking like in the groups. I see myself being more confident in the groups and everything. So I just feel like just doing this YouTube, just talking in front of the camera is not, it's not just for the YouTube, it's also helping me in so many ways. It's very hard to like explain this to anyone, but I know how it's helping. I know I'm able to do more things so much better now than before. I don't know what your goals are, I don't know what you want to start, but I would suggest everyone to start a UK channel. It's just because you will build your confidence. Talking in front of the camera is not like easy thing for most of the people, as of I know. So The more you talk, the more confidence you build, the more you feel like, yes, I can do it. Yes, you will feel a lot of failures. I remember when I started talking in front of the camera, it was like I was talking in front of camera for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours just to cut like 6 minutes, 7 minutes video. I remember that. I'm still recording for like 1 hour, but I'm able to get like 20 minutes video of it, 30 minutes video of it. So I think it's so much better. Make sure to see all the obstacles as the learning lessons, not the things that are stopping you. If you start seeing them as that they are stopping you, you will never grow. You will always feel like something is stopping you. But if you start seeing them like lessons, you will start thinking how this universe is trying to help you to go where you want to go, like achieve what you want to achieve. Now you have realized something really important. Fear doesn't disappear, just become very stronger. The person who once afraid to start, they are now the person who takes so much action despite the fear, because action kills the fear. The more action you take, the more less you get scared about doing the same thing again. When you start doing the action, doors open. The doors you never seen open. People notices you, opportunities finds you, your world expands, and you feel like you can do anything. Like your world expands in ways you never ever expects. Like the one thing I always want to like tell people is consistency beats talent. I don't see myself as a talented person. I see myself as an hardworking and consistent person. I work really hard for the things what I'm doing right now, because like I don't have the natural ability, the natural talent like so many other people. So I had to work so much harder than anyone else. For example, for some people, if something takes just 5 minutes, for me, it takes like 20 minutes. So I have to work 4 times harder than everyone else around me to be here, to be doing what I'm actually doing now. So I really believe in consistency and hard work than the talent. Yes, talented people are good and everything, but if you don't work hard, talent is for nothing. I know people who are talented, but they don't put the work in and they are still in the same place. And I also know the people who really works hard, but they are not that talented. They are doing so much better in their lives. Yes, it takes so much time to like see the results. You may feel nothing is moving, but suddenly everything changes in that one single day. You may not realize that didn't happen in that one single day. You were working hard so many nights, you're working hard for so many weeks, so many years, and that one single day can change it. It will look like that it's only a overnight success, but it's not an overnight success. You know how much hard you worked behind the screens. As I said, it's not the talented people who win, it's the people who show up every single day. The more you show up, the more skills you gain. Over time, effort turns into mastery. Like when I started VFX, I was not doing good. Like I don't know what I was actually doing. It took me a lot of time to learn. It took me a lot of time to be where I am now. It was hard for me. I wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't be having the skills I have now, just because I didn't give up. I kept on working. I kept on being consistent with my learning. I pushed through the challenge. That's why I'm here now. That's why I'm able to do what I'm doing right now. So I think I can be an example. I really want to be an example as well. I know I will do something. I know I will become something, and I will inspire so many people in this world. I really want to do that, because there are so many people in this world who don't start just because they think they are not talented. They don't just start. I want to show people that you can start even though you're not talented, because I'm one of you who is not talented, but I just kept on doing. I just kept on being consistent and worked hard. So if I do it, people who are like me will be inspired by me. That's what I'm hoping for as well. Something incredible happens when you take action. You inspire others. You may not know about this, but you will inspire others when you take action. Like I was so surprised. Like some of my friends messaged me that that the thing I'm doing was inspiring them, and they were trying to like push through just because they're seeing me making these videos. I'm really happy that I'm actually able to inspire people. So that happens when you take action. People around you look at you, people around you notice you, and they understand how much hard you're working, and that will inspire some people. That really will inspire some people. They want to do something, they might be stuck somewhere, and they see you, and they see you, they relate to you, they see you like the same person what they are then, and they think if you can do it, they can do it too. So in that way you can inspire people as well. So I just feel like the more action you take, you might start inspiring people around in your friend circle. Just imagine, you might be started taking inspiration from someone else. You might saw someone and inspired by them, and just imagine how you will feel when someone got inspired from you. So this may happen, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to keep pushing yourself. So in this video, the only question that left is, when are you starting? I will be waiting in the comment section for you guys to let me know when you guys are starting. I want to know what you want to start, how you want to start, and like what are the things actually stopping you, and let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, you know the drill. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. I will come back soon.